What is going on, fishing buddies? What's going on, Gio? What's going on, Buck? What's up, Joe? The Velvet Antler. Yeah, I was able to jump in to the live last Friday night for a little bit. While I was out in California, I had a little bit of time because we were 3 hours behind, and I don't know. 5 o'clock was kind of like my downtime when I was out there, so I was able to jump in just for a little bit. I hope everybody had a good week. I'm still feeling the effects from being out there. That 3 hours behind thing is awful. And then to get back home, and it took me like 2-3 days to get acclimated back to our normal time. And yeah, just, I don't know how people do that out there, man. I don't know. California is a weird place. Yes, it's finally effing Friday, Joe. That is for sure. That is for sure. John and Lindy are, I believe, still out at Headwaters. They're going to be a little late jumping in, so I posted the link there if anybody wants to jump in. What's up, Billy? What, not a good week, Buck? No, it's been a good week for me, man. I've been on spring break. I can't complain. I don't know how I would have done it coming back from California and then having to go right back to work. That would have sucked. But at least I was on spring break, and I've been able to kind of, sit and relax and spend some time with my kids and do all that good stuff. Yes, California is weird. California is very weird. It's like going out to another country, man. They're just weird out there. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't live out there. Oh, has it, Buck? That's a bummer. Oh, Al? I would love for Al to come up. Yeah, I saw he was on when I was out there in California when I jumped in. He was on there. People are asking what happened to me. I guess I didn't age well. I don't know. I think Al looks good for his age. I would love to, Billy. Maybe Sunday. Tomorrow is my father-in-law's service. So if you guys don't know, my father-in-law passed away on the 10th of February, and we're having his service tomorrow. So tomorrow is a no-go for me, but maybe Sunday I'll hit you up, Billy. Yeah, I saw him put the screws to John a couple of times when I was on, when I had a little bit of time there uh, in the live. All right, yeah, Billy, I'll hit you up tomorrow after we get done, and we'll work something out. Hey, brother Mark, how you doing? So what'd you guys think of the video? A little long, but there were just I don't know, man. I couldn't leave certain things out. I couldn't leave certain things out of that video, and it was just oh, thank you, brother Mark. Thanks, Billy. Yeah, it was just I don't know. Sometimes I thank you, Buck. Did he ask you out on a date? Did I miss that? Oh wow, that's weird, but not. I don't know. Yeah, it was hard to edit out. There were a lot of f bombs dropped and a lot of things that I had to kind of edit around um, with that whole video. I mean, there was only 2 beeps in the video. There's only 2 beeps, so I'll take it. But yeah, 23 minutes. I'll take it. I like it. I like the way it turned out. Yeah, Billy, we had a great day, man. It was fun. Oh, all Joe, I still have, I'm still keeping the footage. Like I didn't get rid of it. I still have all the off camera stuff. Um, yeah, it was, it was a fun day, man. Yeah, there was just no way to really kind of shorten that thing down to try and make it like an 8 to 12 minute video. There was just no way. We did too much throughout the day, and my favorite part, yeah, blackmail, maybe, but my favorite part, Joe, was when that lure went back at you. I wish you had that. I wish your camera was on. I would have loved to have got your perspective when that lure came back and just said, "Shoo." That was hilarious. That made me. I sit there. I probably could have got the video edited a lot sooner had I not gone back and watched that like 15 times and just died laughing the entire time I was editing that. It was it was just too damn funny. Oh, that was great. Oh, I know it did. I know it did because I watched it, but my camera angle, I didn't turn. I just like my head turned, but my body didn't. And oh my God, that was funny. And then right after that, I caught the 5 pounder. But man, that was a great day. That was a fun day. Yeah, Joe almost got a nose piercing there, Buck. It was that close. What's that, Buck? He kept mentioning the back alley. I don't know. He's got a lot. He's got a lot of subscribers. He's probably got some good YouTube money, Buck. Might be worth it. Possibly. Maybe. So what's everybody been up to this week? I've missed a lot, man. I've been in California. Got back on Monday. So I feel like I'm like 2 weeks behind um, with what's going on with everybody. California was fun though. I will say that. We had a great group of kids that went out there. They were very well behaved. Um, did a great job. We won honorable mention for our short film, honorable mention in the nation for short film. So that was cool. I thought for sure our kids were going to crush it in commercial. They did a great commercial for the product that they had to do. It was like this pop socket thing with like this like extender, and they took a gamble. They took a gamble. They went like they kind of like made fun of it, like showed everything you could do with it besides it being a pop socket with a stand. I thought it was great, but apparently the judges didn't. But whatever. But yeah, it was a great trip. Weather was good. Um, didn't really rain. We got to go to the Warner Brothers studio and do like kind of what's up, David? Got to do the Warner Brothers studio tour when we were out there. That was fun. Um, got to go kind of like behind the scenes of like certain shows that were being filmed, like Young Sheldon, and I've never seen the show. It's called All American. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that show. I'm not. It was like a football show, I guess. Um, so that was neat. They took us on the sound stage at they had all the sets and everything. And there's another one that we went to that's like a show on ABC or something like that. Abbott Elementary, I think is the name of the show. Um, they showed us like the front set of that. Got to see some stuff from the show You on Netflix, the Gilmore Girls, Pretty Little Liars. It was cool. Yeah, Joe, I'm kind of the same way. Even though I teach television and film production, I really don't watch a lot of it. But the kids were excited, so that was the best part. The kids were all all giddy about like, being able to go on the sets of their favorite shows and, kind of stand in the spots where certain things have happened in the shows. Like I had one student, she stood on like this gazebo that was part of this one show that they watch all the time, and took a picture of it and sent it to all of her family and all that stuff. And they were like super jealous. And then they had the set of Friends that the kids got to go stand by, like the fountain, the actual fountain that was in the beginning of Friends. They got to go stand by that. And then the couch in the coffee shop in Friends, they had that. And then the like the set of the Big Bang Theory. What's up, Hank? Joe, you were on Cops once? Funny story. A guy we bought my wife's car for, it was the first car my wife and I bought when we were together. It was a Honda Civic. And went down to West Palm, bought the car. And about a year later, we're sitting there, we're watching Cops on TV. And sure enough, the guy that sold us the car is on Cops, and he was getting busted for having drugs and picking up a hooker. It was great. I was like, that's the guy. But he had like a beard, but when we bought it from him, he didn't have a beard or anything. And like, it was awesome. I was like, that's great. Like, we need to go out to your car and see if he's got any stash out there. But yeah, the Warner Brothers studio tour was really cool. Really cool. Like, especially if you're a fan of like the DC stuff, like Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. And they also had Game of Thrones. I don't know if anybody's a fan of that. Anybody a fan of Game of Thrones? I'm not. Never watched it. Won't ever watch it. My brother's a big fan of it. I sent him some photos of that, and he freaked out. So I guess that's cool. Yeah, California was fun. Oh, you like Game of Thrones, Joe? You actually seen that? Joe, you actually watched something? Yeah, they had some cool stuff there from that show. A lot of cool Batman stuff from like the original Batman, like when Michael Keaton was Batman. They had a lot of that stuff there at Warner Brothers. Just like the hood that Michael Keaton wore, with the Batman. Lots of boobs and dragons too, I think. See, I agree with you, Buck. Michael Keaton's the only Batman. 100%. Anybody else think differently? Because Michael Keaton's Batman. What's up, Creel? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Oh yeah, Adam West. In the TV show. In the movies, it was Michael Keaton. See, Joe agrees. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump up, you can jump up. Like I said, John and Lindy are they're probably getting home here right about now because it's dark. It's dark 30. Dark 30 outdoors. Don't see them in here, but shout out to Dark 30 outdoors. But they should be in here in a little bit. What's up, Rob? Lucky Dad. And Rob, that Shiner guy. How are the Robs doing? I'm looking forward to going fishing, man. I haven't been able to go fishing this entire week. Once I got home from California, just had a whole bunch of stuff to kind of catch up on, and been doing a lot of editing not only on the video, but also for the baseball videos and stuff, and also getting the video slideshow for my father-in-law service done. And so we got that tomorrow, and Sunday's my day, man. Sunday is when I am going fishing. So I'm either gonna meet up with you, Billy, or I'll figure something else out. I don't know. We'll see. Uh-oh. All right, Joe. No worries. I've been really wanting to do some peacock fishing. They're starting to bed. The peacocks are starting to bed down here. Um, oh my gosh, Krill, really? In about a month? Well, that's good that you're going this weekend, man. I don't know if I could go without fishing for a month. Have I done? I don't think I've done that. I get out at least once a month. Even with my crazy schedule, I can get out at least once a month. I may not film or I may not be able to put out a video, but I'll get out there at least once a month to, stretch the line out. Oh, it's been the weather. Krill, you're not in the path of all that weather that's coming across the United States with the tornadoes and everything, are you? You're Jacksonville, right? You're not further north of that, because I know you're a Georgia Bulldogs fan. But you're not going to be in the path of that stuff, are you? What are you doing, Rob? Taking a couple of friends fishing on Sunday? Look, at this time of year, early morning might not be the best, you know? All right, that's good, Creel. See, Creel's in the part of Florida that we call North South Georgia. We don't really consider that Florida up there. What's up, James? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. No, I'm sure it will be, Rob. I'm sure it'll be a good time out on the boat. How about old FAU? I don't know if you guys have been following the basketball stuff. I normally don't, but there's a local college down here, Florida Atlantic University. It's the first time they've ever been in the tournament, and they've made it to the Elite Eight. I thought that was really cool because I got a bunch of my students that are going to end up going to FAU. So that was neat. They beat Tennessee last night. And anytime that any team can beat Tennessee, because I'm an Alabama fan and we hate Tennessee, that was awesome. Watching the Tennessee fans cry. It's always good to watch a Tennessee fan cry all day, every day. Sorry if you're a Tennessee fan, but I know they beat Alabama this year. But then look where they ended up. Nowhere. Just like us. But yeah, Billy, Billy, if you're still in here, I saw that video that you posted of the freshwater snook, the short that you posted. That'd be cool to get on one of those. Go Gators. A lot of my students go there. A lot of them do. And my school, our mascot is the Gators, but, you know. Oh, Rob's got the Go Knowles. Go Knowles. Dude, I'm telling you, they're going to be good this year. They're going to be real good. Oh, hold on. We got somebody here. Hold on. I think it's Joe.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. I actually hit the button prematurely, but we're good.
So what's going on, man?
Not much, dude. Couldn't leave you out there by yourself, bro. You're drowning.
Nah.
Give you someone to talk to at least.
Yeah. Nah. Listen, man. I'm still exhausted. Like I still
sure,
have
dude.
not. Like it's getting better, but it's taken me a few days to actually like not feel tired every day from being out there in California.
It's California, exactly right. I've never been, and you honestly couldn't pay me to go.
Yeah, no, I get a free trip. I get a free trip every year, and I would never pay to go out there. Never
pay
to
me to
go.
Out not for free, not for any other reason.
I mean, I go because it's it's something for the students. You know, it's a chance for them to compete and go against the best in the nation and prove their worth. And they did. I mean, look, there were over 3,000 students there in over, like 200 and something schools, and our kids placed top 5 in short film. So I'm not going to complain, dude. I'm not going to complain. Bad. Definitely worth it. Considering all the crap that they went through trying to get the first shot done. I was really worried about their short film. I was like, oh, you guys are going to crap the bed here, man. But they pulled it off. I think had they not wasted as much time on that the first scene, they would have had a lot more time to work on their audio and get their sound design a little bit better. I mean, they only had 8 hours to complete a short film, and they had no idea what it was going to be about until 9:00 that morning. They drop the prompt. Oh, the U?
Yeah, I'm watching the chat and listening to you. I see a lot going on here. I might as well toss that in there. I have a big head, according to Gio.
No, it's not that big.
Hank Snow's back in here, too. Last time we saw one that big, it had a hook in it. Okay. I usually do wear a hat because of the shiny, but whatever.
But yeah, man. I mean, I was proud of the kids. They did great jobs on all their stuff the entire weekend. Cool. They did a great job.
I mean, that reflects on you too. You're the one teaching them.
True.
So if they shit the bed completely,
Yeah, I mean, I try to get them. I treat it like a team. I mean, you got to treat it like a team. You gotta coach them up. And
I'm getting the kick on. My head is the main topic of conversation here. It's pretty.
I guess so. Like,
I mean, looks like I got some support though. It's not that big.
So yeah, I was nice.
This is all on purpose, by the way. I shaved this.
I think it looks good, man. I think you're doing just fine.
Yeah, I went from a mohawk to this. I mean, there's really nowhere to go but this from a mohawk.
From a mohawk, yeah. True.
Yeah, there's really nowhere else to go. Head and shoulders, Buck. With Old Spice smell mixed into it.
So what'd you think of the intro to the video?
I actually went back and rewatched it because I had missed it. I had popped in a few minutes late. Dude, very cool. Very cool. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I told you I was going to do something with it. Like I wanted like a bar flying in, and just kind of like do something cool with it. You ever seen the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got that from.
Okay.
That's where I was like looking around and I was like, that's it. I'm like, that's it. That's the intro I want to replicate.
Yep,
So
I can see that. That's pretty cool.
I figured out how to do it. So I brought like all the footage into After Effects, and then just kind of chopped it all up and threw all that stuff in there, and it took a while to do those. I mean, for as short as they were, it took a while to do them. But once I got the first one done, it was basically just changing the colors and then just adding the other footage.
I did notice that you even had kind of our logo colors mixed in there pretty well. It's pretty good. Pretty well done, man. Very cool.
Thank you.
That's the kind of stuff I would do if I had talent.
Yeah, it was I started with John's first. I started with John's first, and I wanted it, once I got
it was just easier than listening to him complain about it. So I put him up there first too.
True. But that was the one I started with, and I got the bar animated, and I got all the text and everything done and animated. And then basically after that, it was just a matter of changing the colors and then changing the footage that was in there. So It went a lot faster after that. All right, Krill. Thanks, Hank. Yeah, and then I got that like spinning one. I found that one and just kind of put the triangle logo. And I finally had time to sit down and do the triangle logo.
I like the revamp. Yeah. Well, I bought the first round of decals. The next round's on somebody else.
No, I'll do the second round. But I finally got it like geographically correct. Well,
clearly it's not, most fish catching correct.
No, because if that was the case, you would be at the top. But I did it geographically. But technically, hey, listen, I caught 2 14s. When I went back and watched the footage, I did catch 2 14s. So I think you and I were tied.
I don't know, because I got 2 13s. But then again, I think you also had number 3 twice too or something. I was counting. I'm like, oh my God, we got way up.
Yeah, no, we counted a bunch of fish twice.
We did.
Hey, Al.
Oh, there we go. That was everybody's favorite part of the live last week when Al called John a dipshit. The way it flowed, it was.
Dude, really? I missed that part.
That was fantastic. I don't remember how it came up either. I just remember him calling him a dipshit, and I kind of turned real quick. I was like, "Hey, that's pretty funny."
No, I missed that.
Yeah, because dipshit's one of those you don't hear very much anymore. So
no,
it was nice to bring that back.
Yeah, I totally missed that because we just got back to the hotel, and what was it? You guys were on, I want to say it was near the end. So
we're still talking about Buck as an exotic dancer at the Velvet Antler?
Yeah. I came in at the Velvet Antler stuff.
That took up a good part of that time, yeah.
All right. So that would have been what? Somewhere around like 9:30?
I don't know. We might have gotten digging into Buck a little earlier than that. I'm really not sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but
there's a button over here. Sorry if this gets a little janky. Hold on.
Yeah, we got back in, and that was actually Friday night was actually an early night. When we got back to the hotel, it was around like, I want to say it was around like 6:30, 7 o'clock when we got back in. And the kids were beat, dude. I mean, they were worn out. I was worn out.
Well, it's got to be a long day, yeah.
Oh, dude, it's nonstop. You go from 8 o'clock in the morning and you don't stop until, 5, 6 o'clock out there.
I'm watching the chat at the same time. That's Buck and Al had one of those misconnections. I think they're rekindling.
Did you do any fishing this week, Joe?
No, man. This week's been a clusterfuck, man. Someone got a hold of my debit card, spent a bunch of money, and I'm fighting with the bank right now to get my freaking money. It's ridiculous how that works. I pay every month to have a bank account with this bank, And now that someone's, gotten my money, I have to wait 7 to 10 business days to get it back.
Yep.
Just give it back to me. And then if I'm frauding you, you have all my money. Just put a freeze on the account and press charges. But as the customer, why don't you lean towards my side here and get me rolling? Now, luckily, this isn't the account that I eat out of. So, it's not going to like hurt me any, but it's a sizable chunk of money that I'd like back.
Yeah, no, the same thing happened to me. And it freaked me out, dude. The same thing happened to me right before my wife and I got married.
Oh, yeah.
And I literally had just transferred money into my bank account to pay for her engagement ring.
Mm.
So the day before I did that, my bank account got hacked for $450, a Sears in Mexico.
Nice.
And like
one was gambling in New Jersey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they had Sears in Mexico. I don't know how they pronounce it down there.
El Ciro.
I don't know.
Maybe they still pronounce it open. We don't have any over here anymore.
Yeah, right? But yeah, I freaked out, dude. I was like, I just transferred all that money into the bank account to pay for my wife's ring, and the day before my account got hacked. I mean, it was all good, but like you're going through, they're like, oh, it's gonna take X many days to get your money back, and I'm like, this is bullshit, dude.
Yeah. I'm not thrilled with it either. But like I said, it's not like I pay bills or anything out of that account. So it's actually I call it my allowance. It's where I buy all my fishing gear and camera gear, whatever else.
Right.
So that's how I got hit too. I just placed a tackle warehouse order. And usually I'll use my PayPal and go through the channels. But for whatever reason, this time I used my card. And within hours, I'm getting fraud text messages.
Wow. So. Mine got hacked too, the wife. Oh, yeah. My wife hacks mine too all the time.
My wife knows about this one, but doesn't have access to this one. She's actually, and in fairness, she has one of those of her own too, because she has her own hobbies and junk. We have the joint accounts and the joint saving accounts and all the adult stuff that we pay bills out of. And then she's got her fun money. I have mine, from selling jigs and whatever else,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we share everything. I don't have any other accounts. It's all shared accounts.
We used to, but then we both kind of feel bad when we went up fishing with John, I bought a $130 fishing rod just for the trip. I would have felt bad had that come out of our account. And vice versa with her. So we decided for stuff like that, we just split it up. And all right, I can afford $130 for a rod. What the hell? Let's grab it real quick.
I mean,
don't worry about, is my kid's insurance paid before I buy this and that kind of stuff.
I mean, Jen doesn't work. She stays home with Avery. So it's all my money anyway. So I don't care.
Wow. Oh, not me. I'm the trophy husband. My wife's making all the money. I get paid very well for what I do, but she's like college degree, sitting in an office kind of job.
Yeah, I guess she's a trophy wife because I make all the money. I don't know. No, I mean, listen, she's my trophy wife. I love her. And
is she listening?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. She's probably in there with the kids. Oh, dude, like earlier today, right before I started the live, Jen took the dog out. And I was back there just kind of getting some stuff together for the live. And the little one, Avery, wanted to go out. She's like, where's mom? I was like, she's outside with the dog. Dude, I watched it through the window. She goes outside and she's like, mommy. And the dog gets super excited to see her and full gorilla right towards her. And just knocks her on her ass. And, we got...
everybody in the chat, y'all, I'll rent her out, man. She cooks great too.
Knocked her on her ass, scraped her little butt, and then Jen picks her up, comes in, she's crying. I was like, yeah, I watched it happen.
We've gone through, there was one point in time when my wife didn't work. She actually got laid off from one of her corporate jobs. right about the time we had my daughter. So, but back then I also had a corporate job. So I was
Right.
corporate for like 5 years. Man, what a soul sucking job that was. But, so anyway, we've taken turns, but now it's just easier. We have the two incomes, and we live comfortably within our means. So it's a good place to be between the two of us.
Yeah, I mean, listen, keeping Jen home, we live comfortably with, what I make from teaching and then what I make from doing the editing for the baseball stuff. I mean, we're able to have Kinsley do her dance stuff and do all that. I mean, it's fine. She's talking about possibly going back to work though next year when Avery starts kindergarten, because she's going to start kindergarten, and Jen's like, well, what am I going to do just sitting here at home doing nothing?
Right.
Stare at the walls.
Yep. That was my wife's big thing too, because she was home until my daughter was, about not quite kindergarten, but preschool at some point. And she said she wanted to just go out and have a conversation with an adult, And so I understood. And it worked out great, because like right now we're comfy, man.
Yep. I told Jen, I was like, well, I mean, if Avery's not home, you can at least clean this damn house. I mean, do some laundry. No,
tell her that out loud, or was that?
I'm joking. No, it was in my head. It was all in my head. And now it's on YouTube, so she'll probably kill me tonight in my sleep. So
that's okay. Our wives don't watch our videos. It's okay.
No, my wife doesn't watch our videos. She can care less.
Did you do a fishing thing today? Okay, good for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you went fishing? Great, good. No, and that's Rob. That's 100% why we kept her home. Jen was working. What's up, Jay?
She's got the life, James.
Jen was working when we first had Avery, and we had Avery in daycare and Kinsley in daycare, and it was just all of her paycheck was going to daycare.
Yep.
And I said, stay home. Stay home. Retire early. Stay home. So she retired from Publix because she was a pharmacy technician at Publix. She retired from Publix, got her stocks and all this stuff. Got all that money. I mean,
yeah.
And we never missed it. Like literally, she stopped going to work, and we've never missed it.
That's nice.
Because all that money, I mean, she was sitting there dealing drugs to all these pill heads, that show up at Publix that,
right.
are hooked on, whatever they're pushing over there. And no, we never missed it, man.
That's great, man. Yeah, I don't mind it. It works out pretty well. She actually works from home now ever since the whole pandemic thing. So it's actually kind of nice. We save a fortune in fuel, because she was working in downtown Fort Lauderdale, which for everybody who's not in the area is a good, it's really only about 25 minutes, but in, work traffic, it's a good hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh yeah. From where you guys are down to
right down by the courthouse, right in that downtown area. So we save a fortune not doing that. And,
the built-in wig.
Hey, what the hell? What am I missing? Oh, John wears one of those. Okay. Thought we were messing with me. Y'all are starting to give me a complex.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Creel, same
What's
thing.
What's up, Shane? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see Shane
every day. And it was running her, $15-20 a day buying lunch. Yeah, now she's home. That's what Creel was saying, that he's saving the money on lunch too. Yeah, it's a big deal. And she still does laundry still done. We do a lot of crock pot cooking, because she'll just toss it in there when she starts. And
dude, the crock pot's like the best thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, dude, especially when, Kinsley's dance schedule is ridiculous. I mean, the kid goes to dance every night except for Friday nights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. It's every night. I mean, some nights are early, but like Thursday night, the kid don't get home till 9.
Wow.
Yeah, but her grades are great. She's doing great in school, and that's what I told her. As long as the grades stay up, and you're doing good in school, and there's nothing falling behind, you can keep doing dance, and she does. So,
Yes, Instapot, James. We make like pulled pork in like 45 minutes in the Instapot. That thing is
oh,
freaking amazing, dude.
the
Yep.
instant and the air fryer.
I think ours has an air fryer attachment that we
Yeah,
haven't quite figured out yet. To me, it's like a broiler at this point, but
the Instapot and the air fryer are freaking awesome.
yep.
Dude, we did one of the best things we do in the Instapot. I don't know if you've ever done it, Joe or
Mm.
James. Um, like stir fried chicken.
No.
Oh, dude, you take the chicken, the rice, the carrots, the peas, all of it, put it in there, soy sauce. There's like a whole recipe Jen found online, and holy crap, is it awesome! And it's ready in like 15 minutes.
Doc, you're pretty familiar with vending machines that have bait in them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess Buck found one today, and I think that might be a new concept in Louisiana. I didn't realize that wasn't a universal thing. We can get live shiners out of a vending machine, worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right, Shane. And I think Joe was talking earlier, and we were kind of talking over each other, but I didn't get to say hello to you
When I did
properly.
this, that was for you, Shane. I was saying hey.
Welcome, Shane. What, shoes are a new concept?
Instapot is a pre-rolled joint. Yeah, that's if John was up here.
No, I had to wear shoes in freaking California. Oh, Louisiana.
I'm not
Oh,
wearing
LA.
boots.
Okay.
Oops. Actually got flip-flops on. Not wearing boots.
Nice. You should have worn them on the boat, man.
Yeah. It's like retro into sunglasses. You know, I got to wear my boots everywhere.
Oh, I could not wait till I got back home and I could like take off shoes. I can't stand to wear shoes, but like out there in Cali, I just it was cold. I'm not gonna lie, it was cold out there.
Yeah. See, I'm that weird Floridian though. I wear jeans and boots. 365. I mean, that's just what I wear. You'll catch me in shorts like on a boat. I'll throw a pair of shorts on, but I just wear jeans and boots all the time. And it doesn't, like, I was wearing a black shirt on the boat, and John was giving me a hard time for that. It doesn't really bother me.
Oh
And,
no, I'm fine with wearing a black shirt. I'll wear a black shirt out here, but like I gotta have my shorts on and flip flops, man. I mean, I'll wear shoes if I'm going bank fishing in an area that I know I got to kind of walk around in, and
yeah.
I'm not real familiar with,
I got
or I'm not
to
sure.
type of burning needles out of the way sometimes. So
Right, yeah, especially fishing down here in South Florida. You don't want to get hepatitis B, C, A, B, F, whatever you get.
Everyone you could think of, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, Joe. What happened? What Mark? What are you agreeing with me?
What Mark?
Oh,
what,
the boots and jeans probably. I've seen him all the way out boots and jeans all the time. That's probably what he's talking about.
Yeah, the jeans. No, I can't do like I had to wear jeans the entire time out there, and forget it. I don't like it. I wanted to wear shorts, but it was actually pretty cool out there. It was only like the high only got up to 62 out there the entire time we were there. So, I mean, and they were setting up. I don't know if you watch racing or anything. They were setting up the Acura Grand Prix, like the souped up Acuras, like the sports cars.
Okay.
They're doing the Acura Grand Prix at Long Beach, and they were setting all that up. It was really neat to see. They were doing like all the barricaded walls with the catch fences and everything, and they were setting all that up when we were out there. It was neat to see.
That's cool.
Them kind of setting all that up, and that's happening, I think, in like 2 weeks. Jen's uncle, one of her uncles, because she's got 9 of them on her mother's side.
Wow.
He drives the haulers and does pit work on those cars. And
cool.
he's going to be out there. He's actually going to be he's not going to be able to make my father-in-law's service tomorrow. He's going to be driving to another race. They were just at the 12 hours at Sebring doing that race. But yeah, he's going to be back out there in Long Beach. But dude, it was so cool watching him because I've never been able to see it as many times going out to the 12 hours of Sebring because he drives the haulers and we've been able to go out there and dude, that's just a party. That's just a party out there, dude. It like you don't even watch the race. It's just like watch all the idiots in their campers and watch the drunkenness happen. But I've never seen him set up that stuff, and it was cool to see him like setting down the barricades and putting up the catch fences and everything. It was neat. It was neat to see. Cool.
When I was younger, I used to lay the ice at the hockey arena. That was kind of a neat job.
I bet you that was cool.
That was kind of a neat job. First guy who fell had to buy beer for everybody else. You weren't allowed to have skates or anything else. You just went out there in your boots. So that was a lot of fun. And putting the stickers up on the hockey walls and all that. I live, I could hit the hockey arena in about 10 minutes. So I'm right there. So. From John. Oh, apparently John caught a big fish. Shocker.
Just got an email from John, landed a big bass. I know Lindia caught a 7-pounder.
That's probably the one John's trying to enter right now. He took her fish.
Yeah, I know Lindia caught a 7-pounder earlier. But he said that they were going, that was the whole point of going today was to try and get, well, number one, for Lindia to get back out there and fish, but to try and get a big fish for the Shane Flint tournament.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to fish at all this weekend, unfortunately.
No?
My daughter has a salon appointment tomorrow, and so does my wife. My wife goes, kind of up near you, and then my daughter goes local here, so I'm taking the daughter so the wife can go and not miss hers. And then Sunday, we're doing dinner over at my dad's place. And
nice.
By dinner, they usually start that around 3. So if I can sneak out Sunday morning, I'll sneak out, hit a local spot real quick. I got those Helgermites that I've been pimping.
Dude, those Helgermites look freaking awesome.
That one right here too. Hold up. Let's see if I can get. Now these, for those of you who don't watch my videos, you actually can't get these yet. These aren't technically on the market yet. These are by Yum, and obviously not sponsored by anybody, but Yum is coming out with these Helgermites, and they're just decent. This is a standard Ned rig, and you can see how well it just fits with that. And that last unboxing I did is where I got them from. Apparently later this spring they're supposed to be available, long term or whatever. But
and
I
you got
for a couple hours that day, and I nailed a few little ones.
And you got that out of that
this thing,
that video that you just did. The
that Lornet Bank and Creek kit. Pretty happy with that thing. It's
dude, that thing was awesome.
Got it just for doing a video on it. Pretty happy with it, man. I'm going to fish everything in there.
Absolutely. I mean,
I would. Are badass.
There was nothing in that. There was nothing in that kit that I wouldn't fish.
Nope. Maybe those hooks. I'm probably not going to use those hooks because you know how we all are. We all have hooks we like, or a terminal that we like. Probably nothing wrong with the hooks, but I'm not going to use them.
Yeah, I mean, the hooks. But what was really cool about that whole thing, Joe, was, I mean, everything, you knew what you were getting in there.
Exactly.
And, you talk about the mystery stuff, like the monster bass box and the mystery tackle box and all that stuff. And it's just like, you never know what you're getting. And, I mean, I got sucked into that BS in the beginning when they first came out. And I was on both. I was on monster bass and mystery tackle box, and I was getting a ton of stuff. And it's just like,
most of it's sitting in a box in the corner over there.
Mine are over here. Mine are over here. And it's just like, most of the stuff is just not, they say they tailor it to your region. And it's just like,
by region, they mean water.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I'm going to fish this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Paddle tail swim bait.
Yep.
This.
A fluke or fluke style bait. Yes.
And some stick baits,
mm-hmm.
and
And then we're not Florida.
Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have a frog.
Yeah, no.
You got to have a frog. Yeah.
The frogs are over yonder. I just
Trapping
don't feel like.
season
I just don't feel like
for more.
they're over there. I don't feel like getting up and getting them.
Oh yeah, no, all my stuff is packed away over there.
Yeah,
I only jumped up because no one else was jumping up, and I didn't want to leave you on screen by yourself. And I got a freshly shaved dome, and I knew people would appreciate that. So
I appreciate the freshly. I'm glad you shaved the dome
just
for
the
the live.
live.
Yeah, I'm happy you did that, dude. But that part where that lure came back at you, I wish you had that footage.
I wish I had the footage, guys, because seriously, I mean, when I was making a joke about how I could smell what the bass ate, it really, like, I could feel the plastic whip past my nose. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I really thought I was recording, too. I guess I wasn't, but I really thought I was. But I ran back to the footage. I couldn't find it.
He came back for it, and I set the hook, and he must have just barely nipped at it. And that lure came flying out. And my favorite part about the whole video is I can hear you go, "Don't!" Like Homer freaking Simpson.
I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was fixing my bait or something. I don't remember what the hell I was doing.
You were just standing there. I don't know.
I looked down and I looked back up and boom.
You were just standing there. Like, from my recollection, you were just standing there.
Yeah.
And just like, I mean, just like it was that close.
You know, it wouldn't be the first time I got hooked past the bar, but it would be the first time in the face.
Joe, I can't tell you how many times I kept going back.
I'm sure. I really wish I could find the footage. In fact, if I do, I'm still going to throw it to you. We'll put it up as a short.
Oh yeah,
because if I looked through all the footage that I had uploaded, but I still have the SD cards laying around. I just wasn't going to be able to get to them. I had dinner that night with Dad, but when you told me where it was in the process, I figured I had it, but I couldn't find it.
I don't know. I don't think you had it. I don't think you were recording.
I might not have.
John wasn't recording, and I don't know. I don't think you were recording either.
Well, there was a point in time where I just wasn't recording because of all this shit we were talking. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to edit it through all this crap anyway. So if we catch a fish, big deal. And, eventually we wised up and started saying words like fish or Joe's on or something like that. So we would all shut up to get some footage.
Yeah, that happened what, after lunch?
Yeah, pretty much. We didn't figure that out till SD card number 2. Yeah.
It was like after lunch. It was like, oh wait, hold on, we're talking a bunch of crap here. We might want to, we might want to start doing something to make editing a lot easier.
It's gonna be hard to edit out the midget joke while someone's holding a fish by the lips in the camera. Yeah.
Oh, there was so much that I had to edit out.
Oh yeah, I know. Like you said, I'm keeping it too, man. One day we might need it.
Listen, I was so proud of myself to only throw two beeps in that video. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think I only had one when John was netting my 5-pounder.
Oh, did I leave one in then?
No, I think you went.
Oh, silent. I did.
It was when he reached down to grab it.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to
fuck up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's in there.
It's okay. Oh, well. As long as you don't curse in the first 30 seconds, I think you're fine.
No, yeah, I think they said like 8. I think they said 8 seconds.
Is it 8 seconds? I'm going to start my next video going.
I think it's 8 seconds. I think it's 8 seconds on YouTube. Like within the first 8 seconds, as long as you don't curse, you won't. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm not monetized yet. I only got 809 subscribers. Probably less now that, we're doing the live, but whatever.
I'm at 742, I think.
Nice.
I'm getting there. I got to a certain point and then just stopped. Like I've been in this from 700 till now has been a very long time. And I don't know what to do.
I think you just keep posting stuff.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, my shorts keep flopping. I don't get that. And I'm using their music and everything. It doesn't seem to be working for me.
No, I mean, just keep posting.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Bottom line is I do it for me. I do it for fun. I do it for you guys who watch.
Exactly.
And I don't want, like I see Shane Flint telling me shorts. I unfollowed a few of y'all because you're putting too many damn shorts up. And my feed was just getting so full of all these shorts, and it got obnoxious for a minute there. And I came back and I refollowed people. I was just kind of pissed purging for a little while. But yeah, I don't want to do that. It may be the haircut. It might be. I got them all cut.
No, listen, I don't mind posting the shorts.
Well, Buck says all the liberals come to my channel. I figure it's stuff like the flag behind me and stuff like that just invites them right in. I mean, obviously this is a safe space.
But you know what? You don't need those subscribers anyway.
I don't care. That's one thing. Somebody did ask me that once. They asked me something about I think it was like a Trump or Biden comment or something. I said, listen, I don't really care. Right now, this channel is about fishing. It's about outdoors. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care who you're friends with. This is not me personally with that stuff. I think one of the biggest mistakes, like with the NFL and all that crap, if you are not in the business of politics, stay the hell out of politics. Otherwise, you're going to alienate part of your subscriber base or your customer base or whatever else. I'm not a political channel. I mean, obviously, Parabellum, if you're in the community, Latin for prepare for war. I don't hide it. I got my Second Amendment stuff behind me, but I'm not pushing or promoting or condemning anybody. And I think if a lot of those other companies would have stuck to stuff like that and just, stay in your lane. You don't do politics, don't do politics.
Exactly. And I was just reading something this morning, because I was watching the Panthers, the Florida Panthers, the hockey team.
Go Cats.
Just seeing they got their freaking asses kicked last night by Toronto, by the way. But anyway, I guess they had some LGBTQ plus jerseys that they were wearing for like warm-ups or something like that. And there's two brothers on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very religious. And that particular ideology goes against their religious beliefs.
Right.
So those two brothers chose to not wear the jerseys.
Public enemy number 1 and 2 right there, yeah.
And not even participate in warm-ups because of that. And like everybody started giving them crap for it. And it's just like, the boys aren't against. They're not. They're like all these people are like, oh, they're hating on. And it's like, no, they're not hating. It goes against their beliefs. They're allowed to have their beliefs.
That's the big problem right now is all this forced consent crap.
Right.
Right. It's like back in the old days when someone was a vegan and you knew how you knew they were a vegan is that they would tell you. I didn't care what the hell they ate, but they were all up on my face because I wanted a steak. It was the same thing. Do you know what? Phil Anselmo from Pantera, right? Be yourself by yourself. Stay away from me.
Yep.
I'm not stopping. I'm not going to stand in anybody's way. You have your right to liberty and your pursuit of happiness. Rock and roll. But I do too.
Right. If that's your belief, that's fine. But these particular two boys that were on the team, that's their belief. How are they not entitled to their belief? They don't agree with it.
Exactly.
So leave them alone.
Here we said don't do politics, and look what we're doing. It just draws you in.
Draw you in, exactly.
Oh, we'll change it because there's a great. If you put James's comment up, we can switch gears here pretty quick.
What? That one or the other one?
No, that one right there. Yeah, we don't want to offend Buck. I didn't realize the Velvet Antler was that kind of joint.
See, I missed the part on how we got on the Velvet Antler because I came in I remember I came in slap in the middle of the whole Velvet Antler thing, and I remember James saying something to me about like, Doc,
you can pick up a shift.
Yeah.
That would be Al. Al did something with that. I don't know exactly how, but somehow Al's outdoors, and Buck made one of his normal, that was my stripper name back in the day jokes, and I think Al ran with that. And
okay,
I don't know exactly how it all fell into place, but it went well. I mean, it was damn funny. It was damn funny.
I hope Anti's still in here because I need Anti to come up with the fun Florida
Oh, he
fact.
hasn't given you your Florida fact. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Anti in here. So
Buck
I'm
poking the bear. You know, it took me a second, but now I get it. I those are Metallica lyrics. I get it. Took
there
me.
was there was a cool thing I saw. I can't remember if it was on Instagram or Facebook. Where like there was this guy who was like Metallica's not that original, and he played like Metallica songs,
Mm-hmm.
and then he played like songs from way back in the day that had like the same riffs and everything from it, and it was crazy. It was like, dude, they totally ripped all that off. It was wild.
I'm not familiar. I'm not a huge Metallica fan, to be honest. I'm not.
Um, I never was either.
I mean, at least post Black album for sure. You know, I enjoyed some of the older stuff, but well, yeah, I wasn't a huge fan.
No, no, I never really got into to a lot of the Metallica stuff.
Oh, there we go, Bucks. I was talking about having some antler velvet. He said he'd make a good stripper name, and yep, there it was. All the rest was history. Oh, and don't worry, Shane. You weren't one of the ones I purged. He was apologizing for his short stuff, but no, bud, you weren't one of them.
No, listen,
I don't think anybody in this group was one of them.
the shorts work to get you I mean
Get out there. I don't know how to play the shorts game because I've posted my last two. I actually pulled one because it just sucked so bad. And the one I played today with the Helgramite, I used their top rated song and everything, and nowhere. 160 something.
I don't know. I here I posted the last one that I did right before I left for California. We went over to Sailfish Marina, which is an awesome place in Riviera Beach. They got a great restaurant right there. We had breakfast there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got all the big boats that dock there, and there's just like resident jacks, huge jacks.
Oh, right. Yeah. I think I made a joke about that being your pool.
Yeah. I mean, just monster jacks that just hang out there because you can go in a little shop, grab a bag of shrimp or a bag of little sardines, pilchards, whatever, and throw them out there. And they just destroy it. And there's hundreds of them out there. So I took the video. My girls were throwing the bait out.
Right.
The girls were throwing it out. So I posted the video, and dude, literally, it got like 39 views in the first 24 hours. And I was like, do I get rid of it, or do I just let it stick?
Well, that's like what Krill is talking about right now. Krill says that you should pull it if you don't do 100 views in an hour.
Well, see, I was thinking about that because I had heard that. I was like, do I pull it? Because in an hour, it didn't get 100. I said, You know what? I'm packing for California. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to leave it alone. And I left it alone, and then I woke up the next morning, and it had like 1.7.
Which are exactly where mine fizzle, though. I'll get 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, and then nothing ever again. Like they
it won't ever get anything ever again.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I've heard the thing like, pull them out, within an hour. If it doesn't get 100, pull it.
Right.
But I mean, that one, I literally just forgot about it. I did. I'm not going to lie. I was packing for California, getting because Kinsley was also leaving for Washington, D.C. And we were trying to get her ready because she was leaving the day before I was leaving. I said, forget it. I just forgot all about it.
Yeah.
And then I woke up the next morning, I look at my phone and boom, like 1.7. So I don't know. I don't understand how the shorts feed works. I guess if you leave it there, it might get picked up. Maybe I don't know. I would say maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe after 2 days, if it doesn't get picked up, delete it and try it again. James,
like none at all.
Yeah, James, I agree with you. I think the time of day that it's posted makes a big difference. I've noticed with mine, if I post it at 6 p.m. our time, Eastern Standard Time, I've noticed if I posted when I posted the ones at 6 p.m., those are the ones that have a tendency to take off quick. And then I've noticed in the analytics that like it's early morning in Indonesia, which is where a lot of them come from. A lot of the views come from because they don't have TikTok over there. And at 6 p.m. here, it's like early morning there, and they take off. I mean, within a few minutes.
That's better.
I've never tried that. Shane, I've never tried that. Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay.
We're all going to flood it 11 a.m. Saturday.
Right.
I got to think of something to make a short out of.
That would be a kind of cool experiment though to do. Like, just maybe if everybody in the community like picked a time.
Which
like,
one? Steve Weens here at Allstate,
nope.
Or Steve.
What? Who happened?
I said hi to Steve, and my computer thought I was trying to call somebody named Steve. Turns out there's like 4 on my list. I didn't even know that.
What's up, Steve from Wyoming?
Yeah, I don't do the TikTok either, James.
No. Do you see they're going hard on trying to ban it?
It's funny that they don't even allow it like in China.
They are going. I saw something.
It's all the same though. I mean, so they banned the TikTok, big deal. It's no different than the YouTube Shorts or the Instagram Reels. It's all the same thing.
Well, yeah, no, it's all the same. But I mean,
yeah, I know there's more behind the scenes of the TikTok stuff, but
yes,
it's all over everything. I mean, I keep trying to explain to my 13-year-old daughter, if you put it on the internet, it does not go away.
No, it doesn't.
You think it's funny, you think it's cute, it does not go away.
No, and anybody could take a screenshot of it.
Sure.
Anybody could repost it. Whatever.
I think of all these poor kids and their mothers have OnlyFans accounts, and somebody's going to find it and then come to school and say, "Hey, I've seen your mom do some stuff." Ruin these poor kids' lives.
Yep. I mean,
China's collecting our data. Our government's collecting ours here, right? Anti.
No, I mean they are.
Huh?
I mean, did you read? Did anybody here, when you signed up on YouTube to do all this stuff that we do on here? Did anybody read that whole thing? Because I sure the hell didn't.
Nope. Or my Apple ID stuff. I never read any of that. Or nope.
No, the only reason
buy a GoPro and get famous, and I went for it.
The only reason I know what's on the TikTok terms of service is because I watched the Joe Rogan podcast and he read the thing and it was an 11-minute long video and I sat there and watched the whole thing.
Damn.
And after watching it, I was freaking terrified as to what was in that thing. And I was like, holy shit, I will never, ever, ever download that app and be on TikTok. No, I will never be on that.
No.
Because he sat there and read the whole thing, and I sat there slack-jawed the entire time.
Good. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I don't. And they're all the same way. Like, what choice do you have? I had to do an update tonight on my iPhone. It says, "Do you agree to the terms of the update?" I'm like, I own a $1,000 phone. And I'm paying monthly for the service. What am I going to do? Say no?
Yeah.
I agree. Just update the damn phone.
Yeah, just update the phone so I can keep in touch with my family at this
I can go on my OnlyFans account and update.
Yeah. What's up, Ted? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, maybe we should do a video and just read the YouTube terms of service.
I mean,
what do you think?
I'm not going to do it, but have at it, man. I get upset when my videos go more than 11 minutes, so I'm not going to go through all that.
I know. I was not upset that the fact that the video that I just put out was 23 minutes long, but I was just
Doesn't have to be. But if it's done well, you can watch that. I didn't feel like I was watching for 22 minutes. I was just enjoying it. And I think if you do that right, there's one I want to do. I bought one of those do it molds lead kits that they were selling around Christmas time, the starter
Yes.
kit, and it's actually a fairly comprehensive kit. It's a really good value too. And a lot of the questions I get when I do my jig videos is, how do you do this? Where do you start with that? Why do you do this? So I was thinking of doing a unboxing and then a start to finish, open the kit and use it. That's going to be like a half an hour long video though. And
well, yeah, we talked about that on the boat.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
you're right. I think you would even want to say, well, long term, Joe, people are going to search for that and watch the portions they need to watch to learn, and it's going to do me well for watching.
And especially if you were to put chapters in that. If
right,
you were
which
to
I don't know how to do. I just let it automatically do it.
And no, don't do the automatic, but you were to actually go in and timestamp them and put the chapters in there, like,
okay,
unboxing, pouring, whatever. Right. And you were to put that in there. I think long term, that video would do well.
Yeah, one of these days I need to do it because I do think it will do well. Because it was a pretty good value on the kit, and not that I'm, trying to get up anybody's, sponsorship or nothing. It's what I use. They are a great product, and I figured, what the hell? I'll get the kit. Again, the price was right on the thing, and it came with a mold that I didn't have. So what the hell?
No, I think that'd be a great video, dude. And putting the chapters in there would be excellent. Because
I agree. I didn't think about the chapter thing until you said that.
Yeah, you know how to do the chapters, right? You know how to set your own chapters.
Figure it out or call you. Yeah.
No, just call me. Yeah. No, setting chapters is really easy. All you got to do in your description is put chapters, and then do your timestamps. So do like 0, semicolon, 00, intro. You got to start with the intro.
Gotcha.
You have to do that. And then anything after that, you just put the timestamp. So you go through your video, you figure out like, okay, like right here is the unboxing. Right here is, setting.
And that makes sense because somebody's only real question is how to paint the thing. They don't have to watch the whole video. They can skip through and watch the
right. They can
portion on painting, right?
And they can go, and I don't know if you ever watched the videos on YouTube. Now, when you do the chapters, the little timeline is broken up, so you can actually skip to it. Which people say does increase your watch time.
I'm listening, but I'm also watching the chat. This is why I hate coming up on panel. The chat is so much more fun sometimes.
Oh, it is. No, I love the freaking chat. It's just like, as I'm sitting here doing the
I'm trying not to be rude. I'm listening to you, but I know I'm not making eye contact because I'm over here watching this.
I know I'm trying to host the show, but I'm also trying. It's like I wish this eye could go over here and watch.
Right. See, and then I randomly think of things like Shane was asking me about my second camera when I was doing the unboxing. I do them sitting here, and this is my second camera, Shane. It's just an iPhone clip, and I use my phone facing down because I actually called Doc. I couldn't get the damn GoPro to zoom, so I just decided to go with the phone. And this is how I do it. It's just hooked up on an arm, and I've got a Bluetooth remote to my phone, and that's it.
And I don't know. I still can't figure out why that damn GoPro would not.
Nope. My 8 won't zoom. My 10 will, but my 8 won't.
But see, my 8, no problem. I can get it to zoom when it's on the phone. I have no idea. That was one of the things that frustrates the hell out of me is when I get a tech question, I can't figure it out. That stuff drives me nuts.
See, I acknowledge that I'm kind of computer stupid. So when I throw a question out there, if no one knows, okay, great. I feel a little less stupid. And if someone does know, great. I've learned a little more.
Yeah, see, it bothers
Steve, he's still out fishing, bud. People are still asking about where John is. He's still out fishing with Lindy. I think they're getting back shortly or are back and maybe just cleaning up.
They're probably cleaning up. They might jump in later. I don't know. They might.
Here. It's quarter after 9. There's time.
Oh, yeah. We still got, 45 minutes left of the show. So they might jump in. But, yeah, I get frustrated as hell, Joe, when there's like a tech question and I can't figure it out.
I get frustrated when I pay for the technology and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. That makes me angry. So, like, the camera's not zooming. I'm like, there's a blacked out zoom button. How do I unblack out the zoom button? The zoom button should just zoom when you push it, and it doesn't, and it drives me batshit.
John stopped by the Velvet Antler. Uh,
John who? You might know him by his stage name of Dipshit.
I am so upset I missed that.
It was great because it just flowed. It was about an address. I think he said, like, whereabouts do you live, Val? And he goes, you got my address, you dipshit. I mean, it flowed so well. It was great.
I totally missed that. And I'm
Oh, no, Al was great,
so
too. As soon as he
upset.
heard the word California, he basically just reached out of frame, grabbed his AR, and was like, I'm coming for you, Doc. I mean, like he had it planned.
See, I missed that too. I didn't even see that.
No, see, that was actually just more of a PSA. If you're going to go visit Al, flash the headlights or something, because right there. Make sure he knows who you are.
Dude, Cali it is different, man. Like, it was about like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I was just got all the kids, got them fed, got them in their rooms. I'm like, go to bed. Just nobody's coming out. And they were exhausted. And I go in my room and I'm finally like, okay, all right, I'm going to get a shower. And all of a sudden I hear this, like, it literally sounded like it was outside my window. And I'm on the 8th floor. And I hear this, F you, whore. F you, MFing whore. And then, like, just total gay slurs. And I'm like, what is going? And I, like, opened the windows and looked at, there's this homeless dude in front of the hotel. And he's yelling at no one. There's no one around. There is nobody there.
Okay, but you've been to Miami, so you have some experience with that.
What? Who's that?
I said you've been to Miami. You have some experience with homeless people yelling.
Oh, Miami, dude. The homeless in California are on a different level than Miami. Like, it's close, but like Cali homeless are woo.
Yeah, I still put Florida man against him any day.
I don't know, man. We might get beat there.
No. Have you seen the Hunger Games division of the country? No, we got this.
Oh, okay.
We got
might.
It's like us, and we're going to have Buckas on our side. We got the whole little southern tip there. We got this.
Right,
oh, welcome.
What did I walk in on? I'm talking about my trip to California. The homeless guy out in front of the hotel that I could hear from my 8th floor window yelling at no one. No one. There was no one around. He was having a whole conversation with whoever was in his head.
Maybe he was doing a YouTube. I know I'm talking out loud when I got a camera on my chest, and if you don't see it, that why no one approaches me when I'm fishing. I wouldn't.
But yeah, it was. I mean, like, Joe, you could hear him clear as day. He was that loud.
Wow.
I was just like so happy. What's up, TFT?
What's up?
I was so happy to get back on that plane Sunday night and head home. Dude, I got to say the flight back was amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, God, yeah. We took off at 9:45 that night, and I watched Anchorman and Step Brothers, and the next thing I know, we're landing. I'm like, that was awesome. I didn't go to sleep. So when I got back home, and we left at 9:45 LA time, which is, like almost 1 o'clock here.
Mm-hmm.
And we landed at like 5:30, and then there's always one. Dude, there's always one. Anytime, if any of you have ever done anything with any school, there's always one. There's always one parent or one student that does not get picked up when they're supposed to get picked up. I sent out an email. I sent out texts, everything. Please make sure you are at the airport by 5:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to pick up your children. Because the last thing I want to do is be with your children for one more hour longer than I have to.
Well, that's it. They get to be away from their kids for that extra hour.
I've been with them for 5 days. Pick them up. Sure enough, one whose sister was 45 minutes late. And my co-teacher was losing her shit. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, it is what it is. I mean, we got to stay here with her. We got to make sure she's fine. It's not the kid's fault. But yeah, 45.
A school account, just pay for an Uber and kick the kid to the curb. There.
Get in the Uber.
That's it. Pin a 20 to their shirt and best of luck.
But I mean, yeah. So,
Buck's got a good question.
What's up?
He wants to know if the sister was at least hot.
No.
Everybody's beautiful in their own way.
It is what it is, man. There's always one. It doesn't matter. Any trip I have ever taken, there's always one kid. There's always one.
That's true though, because even I used to volunteer with the Boy Scouts to do their fishing derbies and stuff. Just run around and help the kids, bait the hooks and take the fish off and stuff. And this thing is over. It's an hour later, and I'm still sitting in the parking lot, and there's a half a dozen kids just waiting for their parents to show the hell up. And
there's
always kids. These are like 12 and 13-year-old kids. It's like, come on, this yeah.
No, I mean, I get it. It's like, we'll stretch this out a little bit longer. Milk the time without the kids. I get it. But I felt bad for the girl that was sitting there, and she's like, "I'm so sorry." It's like, it's not your fault. We're good.
Yeah, but they also feel bad because they are sitting there. They are the one that's holding everything up. So it sucks.
It sucks, but I mean, still, it's like, it's not your fault. I'm telling her the whole time, like, don't worry about it. We're cool. We'll hang out. It's fine. It's like, if Starbucks was open, I'd go buy you a Starbucks, but they don't open till 6:30, and it's only 5 o'clock. So it is what it is.
Oh, man.
Dude, by the way, LAX is awful. Have you ever been to LAX, the airport in LA?
I've never been anywhere near LAX. I think Pittsburgh might be literally the closest to California I've ever traveled.
That's it. I'm calling dipshit.
I can't wait. Oh, I wish you pull him on panel and let's hear that phone call.
All right, so Shane
probably knows. There isn't an airport Shane hasn't been to.
That's true. Dude,
I think it's stuck in the Atlanta airport for a few hours. I just rode that train around for like 6 hours.
Oh, that train that's right, Atlanta. Dude, LAX is like, Fort Lauderdale is. Have you ever flown out of Fort Lauderdale, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a great airport.
Love it.
It's super wide open. Great space. And it's in a small town in Florida.
Right.
You would think LAX, being in LA, dude, Fort Lauderdale would swallow that airport.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. I figured it would have been this huge hub of.
No, it's a shithole. It's tiny. Dude, it's for the last 3 or 2 years I've been out there, it's constantly under construction. They're trying to expand it. It's awful. It's awful. It is wall-to-wall people that you just like want to just like punch in the freaking uvula. It's just awful. I hated everyone there, and like it's 9:45 at night, and I wanted everybody there to just disperse and just let me get on my plane. And there's no room. The gates are this close together.
Wow.
And you got people on top of people. It's just awful. Oh, and the kids saw some rapper.
A lot of room in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, dude, Lauderdale's great. A lot of elbow room.
Even compared to Miami. I've flown out of Miami too, and West Palm.
Yep.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale's great.
Yep. So it was funny. We get in, get all the kids through TSA and all that stuff, and we're going to the little store, grab some waters, grab some snacks for the flight. And I get in line, and there's these three African American gentlemen in front of me, right? They all got backpacks on. One's got a hoodie on and stuff like this, and they're literally right in front of me. All my kids behind me are losing their minds. Apparently, the guy that's 3 people in front of me is some famous rapper.
And you knew him, so you just went over and said, hey.
No.
Huh.
I had no idea who this kid was. No idea. Like, they're like, oh, that's little... I still can't remember. Like,
they're all a little something, yeah.
Yeah. In my head, like, all I can think of in my head is Little Taco. That's not his name. That's not.
I was going to say, you could have told me that was true, and I wouldn't know any better. I don't. And luckily, my kid doesn't listen to that, so I don't.
No, but like the kids were freaking out. They're like, "That's Little Taco. That's Little Taco," and I'm like, "That's not his name." They were saying his actual name, and I have no idea.
I think it's funnier that it's Little Taco.
And I turned around to the kids all freaking out behind me, and I was like, "Hey, if you stop fanboying and fangirl out, homeboy might actually acknowledge you." And like one of his bodyguards that was standing in front of me, he turns around and looks at me and he goes, "Yep."
And little did they know you were a famous YouTuber right there behind them.
That's what I told him. I was like, guys, I'm famous on YouTube.
That's right.
I'm here.
I don't want to brag. My videos are watched by dozens of people annually.
Dozens of people on YouTube. Screw Little Taco.
I think Little Taco is going to perform with the Velvet Antler. I think this is going to happen. There'll be a live showing.
And then what was funny is one of my after I said that, one of my students, like, after they all kind of calmed down, one of my students, he went up and took a photo up with him, and then he comes back to me, he goes, "Dockery, you totally photobombed my." I was like, and I looked at it, and I was talking with somebody on the other side of the line at the time, and I'm sitting there in the photo, right in between in the background, and I'm like this, I'm like, that's awesome. I was like, had I had known I was photobombing you, I would have done even worse.
I react the same to famous YouTubers as dude, naked, raging homeless dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, don't make eye contact, right? Yeah.
Don't make eye contact.
But don't move too quickly either. They might spot you and try to make conversation. It's actually a pretty good analogy. Okay, good. Buck is working with Little Taco, trying to make that happen.
How little is the taco? I don't know.
I think they got to be like bite size, right? That'd be kind of cool.
We went to hold on, I got to get up for a second. We went to on our way to Warner Brothers, we went to Jack in the Box. You ever been to Jack in the Box?
It's been a long time. They don't have those down here.
No. So the kids had 2 choices. They had Jack in the Box or they had In-N-Out Burger.
Okay.
So some of the students chose Jack in the Box. Others chose In-N-Out Burger. I chose Jack in the Box. And they had little tacos. Little did I know that later on we would run into Little Taco.
It was written in the stars.
I guess so. Dude, you know what was messed up?
Yes, crack in a box. Yeah.
As we were on our way out there to Warner Brothers.
Uh-huh.
This is what's weird, okay? Like, the homeless in California. You've heard about the tent cities and all that shit, right?
Yep.
So there's there's this like, I guess you would call it like a little reservoir that separates the two highways, because Warner Brothers Studio is in between two highways, right? There's a
Okay.
highway over here, there's a highway over here, and there's this reservoir that separates the two, and then you got Warner Brothers is kind of like on an island, right?
Okay.
As you're driving down this highway, there's nothing but RV campers lining the road. And they're all run down, busted out windows, just like beat to shit, flat tires. And we're asking our bus driver, the tour guide, we're like, what's all this about? And they're like, people live in them. And they literally, dude, it for like 2 miles, just nothing but beat up old Winnebagos and people are living out of them. And they let it happen. They just leave them there. They let it happen. It's messed up.
You know?
Oh, the
I don't
10th
know.
city.
I'm reserving opinions.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I
guess Ryman's living it though, because he's like heard about the tent cities. LOL, as if yeah.
Dude, the tent cities are it's
Well,
it's
the funny thing
crazy.
is we hear tent city and we think like after Hurricane Andrew, down in Homestead, we think those kind of tent cities. These people had nothing; they were just wiped out, and this is what we gave you was this big canvas tent to live in, and it was like a village until we got insurances figured out and power restored and all that good stuff. So when I think tent city, that's what I think, and now it's different.
I think a tent city is that, or the turn 4 corner of the infield at Daytona back in the day. That was tent city, Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the bomb, dude. Before they totally ruined the infield at Daytona.
Never been up there
with all the corporate bullshit that they got going on there.
Okay.
Dude, back in the day, like you could pull into Daytona International Speedway and just park your RV anywhere you wanted. But there was an area over by turn 4, like right up against the infield fence, and they called it Jurassic Park. It was Tent City because everybody that did not have an RV, that's where they wanted you to park. So you could take your truck out there and just put a tent in the back of your truck and watch the race. You have $55 to get in. Giddy up. But dude, it's sad out there just to see the amount of just tents and just these people just trying to make makeshift homes out of whatever the hell they can find out there.
Yeah.
It's
in a way it's sad we let our own people live like that.
It is.
Like, they're all people, they're all humans, and we're like, yeah, that's cool. They get to do that. And
yeah, I mean, I know I was kind of making fun of the homeless crackhead that was screaming at whoever.
Oh no, they're still entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm not letting everybody off the hook. No. There's still the ones that are loud and entertaining, and
totally entertaining. But still,
driving down Fort Lauderdale once, this naked black woman just walked across the road as if she was just doing her normal routine, but naked as a joker, not yelling or screaming at anybody, just like crosswalk and just like she was on her way to get a coffee. No big deal. That's still entertaining.
It is. But still, to see the amount of it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless if you've never seen it, if you've never gone out there and see it, like, imagine driving like down the Sawgrass or the Turnpike or 95, and literally you look to your left, you look to your right, and it's just you just see tarps and tents and shopping carts and all this stuff, and it literally just lines the highway.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's what it's like out there. just no matter where you go on the 405, and I mean, just like it's all over.
So I got a fishing spot in Hollywood that I can't go to anymore for that reason. I have no more bank. It's all tarps and tents and stuff like that.
Joe's talking about Hollywood, Florida, not Hollywood where I
Yes,
live.
Hollywood, Florida. Yeah. Apparently, Oregon is the same way.
Really?
Well, that's what I'm reading. Steve from Wyoming says Oregon's basically the same way. Al's Outdoors is happy to help them all move. Nice guy. He said he's had, yeah. We got that too, Al.
And Ryman's right. They do. He's not lying. I saw a lot of them that looked charred.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because they try to keep warm.
Yeah.
You know, and they sit there and just they'll light anything on fire.
I want to go camping. I know that's kind of off topic, but not really. I missed my annual camping trip last year. I need that. You usually go around the St. Patrick's Day time too, so I've missed it right now.
Where do you go camping at?
Get in. Huh?
Where do you go camping at?
Actually up by Okeechobee, the hell's it called now? Fish Eating Creek Outpost.
Okay.
We like it. It's kind of quiet. We camp right on the creek. I can literally cast from my tent. I mean, you're right on the creek, and quiet. It's real quiet.
I miss camping. When Jen and I first started dating, that was something we did pretty much like every year. We would go up. You know where we got off at the Turnpike, Joe, to go to Donkeyland?
Yeah.
All right. So instead of taking that right to go down 441, you just stay straight on 60.
Okay.
And you keep going for probably about another 30 minutes. And you go to what they call River Ranch. Now there's two river ranches. There's like the corporate timeshare one, and then you got like the real river ranch. And I've been to both, and we would go out there and camp at both.
Okay.
You know, we'd pull behind or the camper and everything. And dude, we used to do that. It was so much fun. I mean, just sit out there and it's quiet. You know,
bringing the wife would defeat the whole quiet part.
No, my wife doesn't talk, so like she's quiet as hell.
Okay. No, and mine want to go anyway. Without air conditioning, it doesn't count.
Oh no! Like
the idea of camping is HBO and air conditioning in a hotel room.
Oh yeah, no. Jen wants camping. Camping with air conditioning and stuff as it kind of went on throughout the years. But at first it was like, we're out in the woods, got a fire, she was good. But she doesn't say much. My wife's very quiet.
Okay. So are me and my friends. It's a very quiet, relaxing weekend. Except next time we go, it'll be the first trip since I started my channel, so there'll be cameras next time. And my friends are a bunch of jackasses, so it should be fun. It should be entertaining. Some parts in Florida are pretty bad. There are parts, I'm guessing, especially up where Creel, you're in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, Creel's up near Jacksonville.
Okay. Like down in my area is really not too bad.
No.
I get the occasional homeless guy in the corner with a sign, but as far as seeing tents and all that, not too bad over here.
No, we don't.
Now you go like an hour south or an hour north, and it picks up a bit.
I see Miami. Like when I go down to do that baseball event down at Marlins Park, I'm still convinced. 2 years ago when I went down there, that was a dead body. I'm telling you, it was a dead body on the side of the road. We were in Overtown going down to Biscayne Boulevard to get to the Hilton right there on Biscayne.
Very well could have been.
And the guy I was driving with, he's like, "What was that?" I'm like, keep driving. Just who cares? Go. We're not going to be part of this. Just drive. Right. but it's bad in Miami. Like over here by me in Palm Beach County, you get down towards West Palm and there's a lot on the side of the road with the signs and everything like that. But here in Gardens where I live, if they see them out on the side of the road with the signs, the cops are really good about snatching them up and get the hell out of here.
See, that's not an ordinance down here, I don't believe.
It's an ordinance here. They're not allowed to panhandle.
Right. And I think they tried that.
They'll move their asses out.
No, I think they tried that down here, but it didn't work. See, I knew Al would have a solution.
What'd Al say?
They have backhoes, so no one sees the bodies.
Joe, was it you and I that were talking about the purple lights?
Yeah, because some of the streetlights by you were purple. And when I drove to your house to go to Donkeyland that day, it was, of course, very early in the morning. I think I got to you around 4. So I'm still sipping coffee. I kind of have to pee a little, and I've been on the road for an hour, and lights are turning purple. And it was confusing me. I'm just glad you confirmed that they were purple. I thought I might have been, popping the last stitch.
I was talking with a buddy
of
mine.
I'm actually, hold on real quick. Krill, yeah, I know Coco pretty well, actually. I got a buddy of mine who lives up there. It's kind of like everywhere else, dude. You got the good and the bad, and you got to just figure out where the good and bad are. But Coco's not terrible, most of it.
I like Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stay too close to the shore. I'd kind of come a little bit.
Well, that's what everywhere. You can't be too close to the beach.
Yeah, I'd come a little bit inland if I was going to move to Cocoa.
Well, that's what I was concerned with, Al. I know what the red light district is. I was not aware what the purple light district was, and I was getting nervous.
Homeless can't afford the keys. That's true. What did Ryman say? This is why we homeless Californians stay in California. No, well, it was funny when we were talking about the purple lights. I was talking with one of the guys that I do that baseball editing with.
Okay.
And he's from like up north, New Jersey area. Okay. And I can't remember how he got on the purple lights or anything like that, but he was like, he goes, you remember seeing the purple lights down in Miami. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh shit, that's right. I was like, all down near the stadium, they had the purple lights. Okay. And he goes, yeah. He's like, they did the same thing in Jersey and Philly. He's like, the purple lights stop the junkies from shooting up because they can't see their veins.
Okay.
And I was like, but then why do we
feel for a vein? You don't really look for one, but
I'm like, but why do we have them here by me? Because there's no junkies on the side of the road up here by me. He's like, I don't know that. He's like, but that's why they did it in Jersey and Philly.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know how true that is.
I mean, that could have simply been a safety thing that your city had in their budget and they had to spend the money, so they did it. That could have been no more than that.
I don't know. It's weird because there's no rhyme or reason to where they are.
No, it was very random. Yeah.
Okay, like, look, Shane says it makes sense. So I'm going to believe Shane because he's like top military, knows a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to believe Shane.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with it. We're going to go with that, Joe.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I'm good with it. Oh, my God.
You know, we didn't do too bad tonight off the rail wise.
No, because John's not here. We haven't gone off the rails.
He must just be the bad influence. Yeah, because we didn't
usually when John's here, I can easily go off the rails with him.
Yeah.
Purple lights are defective.
It's scary to think. Am I the grounded one? It's a little scary to consider.
Yeah, true. Considering the conversation you and I had on the way up to Donkeyland.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good day. I enjoyed that. We'll have to get together and do
Oh.
that again. We got to get the pontoon so we can get Lindy and everybody on it.
Yeah, yeah. And I got to tell you, man, that was the first time that I've drove up to Donkeyland and actually had somebody to talk to, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah, the first time I drove there was 3 hours of myself. Yeah, no,
And you're
it's
just
nice
like,
back and forth.
you're sitting there driving, going, "All right." And then when you hit that dirt road, for the first time, and you're by yourself, like, because I remember meeting John and Lindy up there for the first time, and they weren't around. They were just like, me to the ramp. And
Oh
I'm
yeah, no,
driving
they
that road,
burned way ahead of me. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get raped.
So Rob seems to be fairly convinced that the purple lights are just defective LEDs, and there really is no purpose to them.
It's
Which
a possibility.
Obviously, honestly, that wouldn't really shock me either.
It could be. Somebody
Hey,
Google
Eddie
it.
Finn, I can see you pop in. What's up, man?
What's up, Annie Finn? I don't know, man. The whole purple light thing, like, remember when we were pulling out,
Mm-hmm.
there was one there and there was another one as we were getting close to 95.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
The first one I saw was that Federal Highway out by you, or whatever the hell that road, where the train tracks were, Dixie or whatever that was.
Uh-huh.
That was the first I saw him, and I'm like, what the hell?
And then there's one like out here, and there's one over by PJ Boulevard, and then that's it. There's no other purple lights anywhere else around here.
All right, Rob's saying it's been on the radio over there.
What have they been saying, Rob?
Anything's trying. He's like, we're talking Prince, Purple Rain. We're trying to push something.
You know what's he brings up Purple Rain when we were at Warner Brothers
Uh-huh.
on the lot. They got a whole bunch of sets and everything, and they got this alley. I don't know if you remember the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
No, I don't think I saw that.
In Kirsten Dunst, where he does like the upside down kiss with Kirsten Dunst.
I've seen the scene, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Okay, so that alley, they showed us that alley. I have a picture of it somewhere on my phone, and you can see like the pipes and everything. I took a picture of it, and then I was like looking at it, and I'm going, wasn't this used? I asked our tour guide, I said, this looks like it was used for something else. And she was like, oh, yeah. And she's like, it was also used for the picture with Prince for the album cover in Purple Rain. And I was like, that's it. Because it looks so familiar. He had the motorcycle there. And
Okay.
so that was kind of cool. But so Purple Rain's album cover was also in Spider-Man. And now you know.
Well, there you go.
And now we're only 10 minutes away from the live, and you guys have learned something.
And you know what? One day I'll be in a bar and the trivial game will be playing, and they're going to ask that question. And I'm going to walk around like I know what I'm talking about.
And you can be like, thank you, Doc. And then if that's a lie, you can blame Ashley, who was our tour guide. Dude, it was cool though. It was neat to see like all that stuff. The All American, the show. They took us on that set. Like we were not allowed to take photos. Like
Really?
they told us, like, do not take out your phones. You can't. This is a live set. You can't take any photos. And the kids were like freaking out. And it was cool for me because I always tell them, like, everything you see on TV is fake. Everything.
Right.
It's all a lie. And we go into like the hallway of the school where this show All American is filmed. Like it's about this football player. He's in high school. He goes to college. Um, and they're like, the lockers that are on the wall. They got all these lockers built, and like you open them up, and there's nothing behind it. It's a blank wall. It's
Right.
like you open the locker up, and there's nothing. But you see, certain lockers are open, and that's when they have stuff in them because that's where the camera's placed. It's like all this other stuff is fake, and the kids are
There's
like
film screens that
freaking
you know
out.
that.
Yeah, the kids are like freaking out. All right, hold on. Rob's
Yeah,
got
no,
the purple
I'm
lights.
reading this too. Yeah.
The purple street lights are a result of the phosphor coating.
Delaminating
From the
LED.
LEDs, says Fiona. Who the hell is that bitch?
She's a representative for the city of Vancouver.
We don't listen to Canadians. I'm joking. I have nothing against Canadians.
Brooks of Duke Power points to the same issue. Okay. Well, now we know. The junkie thing was legit, though.
I like the junkie thing.
That was a legit,
I like the junkie thing.
But if you're trying to sell your house, don't mention the junkie thing.
Nah, we're far enough away from that. Then
You weren't that far from that.
no, it's pretty far.
Lights?
It's
at
least
about 10 minutes from the purple lights.
It's at least 2 miles. We're good. Okay. We're good. Dude, there's a house across the street. Funny. There's a house across the street that's like a Cracker Jack box. It has no garage, no pool, no nothing. They got that damn thing up for $630.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I'm glad we bought when we did because right now my house is like $200,000 more than I paid for it, and it ain't worth $200,000 more than I paid for it. I promise. I don't have a pool either.
No,
and I'm in the garage.
Mine's double.
Yeah.
Like I could literally sell my house and basically like pay for the house, pay it off, and then get the exact amount we paid for it.
Well, I could pay it off and make a profit, but where would I go? I'd have
to leave Florida. That's it. Where would I go?
Yep, I'd have to leave Florida. There's no way you could live down here.
Nope.
To buy something right now anyway.
Nuh-uh.
Even recently when James was looking in Louisiana, he said the place he got was one of the cheapest ones he could find. And some of the other cheap ones were getting bought before he could even go, make an offer on it.
I know, it's terrible. Like where are you going to go? No matter where you live, home prices are up like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And where are you going to go?
Nope.
Like my brother, they lived out in the acreage.
Okay.
And he sold his house. They were building a house in Ocala. And when he first, put everything down for the house in Ocala, it was reasonable. Sold his house out in the acreage, made a butt ton of money when it came to, how much he paid for it to how much they sold it for.
Right.
The same house that he paid for 18 months ago, well, now it's like 20 months ago, has now doubled. Same house. Nothing's changed. Neighborhood's still the same. Nothing like that. Yep. But if he were to pay for it now, he would pay double than what he did 20 months ago.
Yep.
In Ocala.
Yeah, I believe it, man. Trust me. I don't live anywhere special. I tell you what. And we did that whole buy the worst house in the best neighborhood we can find kind of deal. And my wife really liked the neighborhood, and we have like the smallest house on the block. But yeah, dude, it's double. Yeah. And we didn't do anything. Cosmetic stuff, but double.
No, we didn't do anything.
On the water. I have a single car garage. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah, we have a 1.5 car garage. All I did to the house was basically paint the outside because it was just awful. It looked like freaking.
Yeah, we painted the outside too. Ours was that Florida pink.
Oh, yours was too?
Yeah.
Ours was like
Florida we got that Florida pink going on.
We
had to get rid of that.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Creel's right. Rent's going up like crazy. I have friends who rent, and yeah, everything's going nuts, man.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for people that rent.
Except our salaries. Why are our salaries not going up along with all this, huh? That'd be nice.
I don't know, man. I'm a teacher. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm a carpenter.
I guess I work for I love how people always tell me, oh, my tax dollars pay your salary. It's like, I pay taxes, on my salary. So you know what? My taxes cancel out yours. So shut up.
You know, I would like my taxes to give every kid food. I keep seeing how every once in a while a county or something will just go, yeah, it's all the food's free at the school. It's a new incentive. That should just be a damn thing anyway. There should be no freaking hungry kids. They got enough to worry about, especially in certain areas. They got enough to worry about. Feed these damn kids.
Mm-hmm.
If I got to choose where my taxes were going, feed the kids. For crying out loud. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I will say this. Our school, every kid gets fed every day, no matter what, if they want it.
In my kids' school, they can eat, but they get a different lunch than the kids who buy. And it's very obvious you're the poor kid. It's like they hand them like a brown bag with a peanut butter sandwich in it. And they're serving, Mexican pizza that day. So it's pretty obvious. Okay, look, you got no money. Here's your, and it just sucks. I don't like it. Kids got enough to worry about. The graduation rates are down, and with everything else, they got enough to worry about. Feed the damn kids. But
yep. I mean, our kids at our school, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like you get your choice. You get your choice of whatever. Whether you're free or reduced lunch or you want to buy.
That's pretty great. No, not my kids. If they're serving one thing, they got another thing for kids who can't pay. You know what? Yeah, dude, we got some crackhead houses around here. Probably go pretty good too.
Dude, there's houses over by my in-laws. Okay.
I don't even have a full acre. I'm on a quarter of an acre.
They're going for like 600 and 700.
Crazy.
These are houses that were built in the 60s.
Yep.
It's insane.
Hey, Living NM, welcome.
What's up, Living NM?
Dyslexic there.
And you're about 3 minutes. You're about 3 minutes before we're done.
I hope I didn't stink the place up too bad tonight, or at least shine it out too bad.
John's house is purple with velvet. I wish Al would have come up tonight.
I've seen pictures. He does have that kind of like key lime green in his backyard, don't he, on his porch area?
No, the whole house is green, dude.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been to his house.
Oh yeah, it's all like it's a little bit lighter color green than the boat. The whole house.
Okay. I got one in my neighborhood like that. I actually have a black house in my neighborhood. 2-story house. Dude painted it black. The fence, the house, everything black.
Wow.
I was like, damn. It's like it's pretty cool not to have an HOA, but sometimes you kind of wish you had an HOA.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, I really don't.
No, you don't. HOAs are the worst.
I can't imagine. I've never lived somewhere that had one. We purposely look when we buy and move. We purposely look for not having one.
Yeah, when Jen and I, the first place we bought back in 2007, Jen and I bought a townhouse, and it had an HOA, and we lived there for 9 years. And dude, it was the worst when it came. Like, you paid all this money for the HOA, and basically all they did was like mow your lawn, which they did a really shitty job. Paid for the cable, which I didn't use because I had DirecTV.
Okay.
And that was it. There were no amenities or anything like that in the neighborhood that we lived in. And it was like $800 every 6 months.
Jeez. Back in 2007.
And
wow.
Yeah. And it was just like, forget this. So.
Wait, what keeps the crackheads away, Creel? I missed that part.
Nuts?
I mean, I wouldn't think so.
What did Creel say? Ours is a 60s house and they want to sell it.
See, to me, that sounds cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that sounds fairly inexpensive. Like, really? Any house on the market for $200,000? Wow. I'll take two.
Wow.
Oh, John's lime green house. Well, apparently not. They got the tweakers rattling the trash cans that he liked to talk about. So I guess they're back there. I would think all the stuff he kills on his property would keep the crackheads away. And then he walks in front, he shoots a turkey, a pig. I can imagine a crackhead being on the list.
That's not in the front. That's on the side.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on the side of the house.
Okay. Well, that's it, brother. It's 10 o'clock, man.
Yep.
I feel every bit of it's 10 o'clock.
And I feel it too, and I appreciate you jumping up, man. I
couldn't let you do it up there by yourself, man. I've done one live in my life, and the whole time I was doing it by myself was a little rough.
I mean, I've done it before, so I could do it, but I appreciate you jumping up.
Driving a donkey, man. Better to have somebody to talk to.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. And,
I'm glad everybody for jumping in and watching. If you did not see Doc's premiere before this, go back and watch it. That'll be Doc's version of the Donkeyland trip. And if you saw that, but you didn't see mine, he's got mine and John's linked in his description. So go check that out. I'm going to sign off here. So I hope everybody had a great week. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Again, thanks for listening to us yammer on. And I'm out, dude. Doc, take care, brother.
All right, buddy. And everybody else in the chat, I appreciate you coming in. Great to be back home. Appreciate you guys jumping in, watching the premiere earlier, interacting in the chat tonight. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and we will catch you on Small Water Charters channel next Friday night. Everybody, take care.